We'll have.
We've been live for 5 minutes.
Yeah,
I'm
we
sick
have.
of this. We're going live.
We've
No,
been-
you said. I'm sick of this.
It's
We've
been
been
on
live
that.
for
It's
5
been
minutes.
on that screen for 5 minutes.
Yeah, wait there. You said we've been live for 5
you
minutes.
knew what I meant.
I'm getting sick of this. I'm
knew
going
what I
live.
meant.
Right, from now on, this is what's going to happen. We'll pick a subject before we ever come anywhere near each other.
We just try to pick a subject. It's fucking try to do it for 5 minutes.
I'm sick of this. We've been live for 5 minutes. Michael, turn your phone down.
It's not mine.
It's man.
It's all right.
It's man. It's Dad's. I apologise, people.
Have you
It's like,
seen
who
the,
sounds
I
like?
apologise for that.
you seen the time in the top right hand corner as well?
No.
Yeah, 5:29:26.
Yeah. I've
Hey, come on, Jamie.
falling for 30 minutes. Sorry. Well, welcome to the Life of Riley podcast.
How society has changed.
We are not talking about society. That is a bad move. We are not talking about bridging. Get a grip of yourself.
For people who are joining, we are trying to pick a subject. For people who are watching in the future, just skip forward.
That's what I'm looking for.
We're not talking about the nuclear bunker. Michael doesn't like them.
The thing is with these nuclear bunkers that you're going on about there, right? Some of them say or state that they can withstand a direct nuclear hit with your bomb. Have they ever tested one?
Why are you raising your hand?
Right.
I did.
The one you have in that mountain, or what they call it is it Cheyenne Mountain?
Yeah.
They built it in a solid granite mountain, in a Cheyenne Mountain, which is still used today. And the Americans claim that it will take a direct hit from a nuclear missile or a nuclear weapon. How? I mean, a nuke is a pretty nasty piece of work.
I know.
There's only one way to find out.
I know. They did test it. They tested it with little cardboard fucking cutouts.
Oh, yeah, they did.
Speaking of
Someone
nukes,
said a fire
I like the guy who said, you know, when you see all the footage of like the nukes going off and it shows you what it'll do to buildings and stuff.
Yeah.
What happened to the cameras?
Exactly. I said. This
No. You see, the cameras were similar to them used on the Saturn V launch pad when it took off. The tiny little fisheye camera, very small, very, very tiny. Have you seen the one where the Saturn V got off and they actually have it
Never
slow?
thought of that one.
Yeah, and it's exactly the same. Those cameras were built for fucking near destruction. You know, literally. How that camera? What's he smiling like a flit for?
Oh, sorry, big game.
And it wasn't a glass lens. It was like a crystal lens he had on it. And as the Saturn V took off, it's right next to the exhaust on the launch pad itself. And you see it rattling around, obviously, because the whole bloody structure is rattling.
I'm not even scared of the bomb. It's the sickness. The radiation sickness.
So, right, so
Yeah,
Jill went on the whole bloody thing, and the only thing she kept going on about was radiation. I was like, you want to be worried about the blast, right? And then we'll figure out the radiation.
You're dead and over in like a less than a millisecond. You're dead. If you get radiation sickness,
won't
that
be-
is-
So was Ocean Gate.
You're not even dead. You're just instantly vaporized.
Do you know
Gone,
what else?
that's it.
Do you know no, say it.
Well, look at
Just give me the
those shadows that you have in Hiroshima. I think it was Hiroshima when the bombs got off, and the light was that bright that they actually had the shadows, but the bleached the walls behind them, but the outline of where there was still there.
Wasn't the one with the walking stick as well?
Yeah, there was a guy. You see him holding his walking stick,
That's mad.
and he's actually bent. He's actually on the wall.
Shut
If the nuke
up.
goes off, if we ever become stupid enough to actually press the button, you don't want to be surviving it.
No.
The lucky ones will be dead. The lucky ones will be dead.
Twat.
No, watch the
No, but she's true. She's true that the radiation sickness is the one that's going to screw you up. I mean, Japan is still suffering from that stuff.
The reason I'm calling it a morbid is because everything she makes us go and see, and I don't care what you say, and you're laughing because you know it's true, everything she drags us to has something to do with horrific deaths. It's never nice.
Death wasn't real.
Which was about what?
The plague.
Ta-da!
Medicine.
That killed over 3/4 of Europe, that.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's important.
Jilly walks in, goes, "How cool's this?" Oh yeah, love it.
all caused by a flea. That's all it was.
All right, fair enough. What else have we been to? York Dungeons. What was that all about?
How did the cure the plague?
I don't know. So it just sort of like went away.
It's
Just fucked off.
no, it's actually still a thing. It's still around.
Cured because you've got antibiotics for it now.
Yeah, it's still a thing.
Okay.
Bubonic plague, you can still get it. It's still catchable.
Oh my god, right, if I ever catch it, right, please paint a red cross on my door. Just for shits and giggles. Paint the red cross on my door as in
I don't think somehow in the United Kingdom we're going to get bubonic plague again.
Oh, because
we know what causes it now.
Yeah, but I can put a sign outside and bring out your dead.
Jamie, you're being serious, being a prick.
It's Jamie, you can't.
Why?
Well, no, you genuinely can't.
Why?
Stop being a prick, I mean.
Ah, fine, man, paint a red. I thought you meant paint a red cross on my door, and I was like, why? Like, I don't get what the issue is.
No, you genuinely can't stop being a prick.
I'm not even scared about nuclear things.
Well, like I say, that's what I want to know. Is you have all these nuclear. I mean, I've seen the signposters. I've been driving around saying so and so is in secret nuclear bunker, and I'm thinking, if it's a secret, why have you got a fucking signpost pointing to it? So obviously they must be disused.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm still of the mind that if it was a direct nuclear hit on it, it wouldn't survive.
Oh no, it wouldn't.
It's only medical.
Well, it's a bit like it's a bit like Schrodinger's cat, isn't it? Or is it Schrodinger?
Schrodinger cat, yeah.
It's a bit like
the thing is, right? When they built the bloody things, obviously the nukes weren't as powerful as what they are today. I mean, you have a hydrogen bomb now, which is a lot more powerful than a nuclear one. You have a hydrogen bomb.
I wouldn't like to kiss one of them.
Well, our example was 6 miles away.
Saying that, right? So I sent to Jilly. I sent to Jilly, right, when we were there. I get that it's not exactly a secret no more, even though it's all signposted saying secret bunker. I mean, but back in the day when it was a secret bunker, I think the really big fuck off radar in the front garden's kind of a giveaway that something's not quite right.
Yeah.
How do you know that was there though?
Because it even says, and there's photos of it in there when it was originally there.
Could have been post-war.
I don't think it's listened.
I don't get it. It was during the Cold War.
Yeah.
That they built these things. But today's weapons are a lot more powerful than them.
Was the Cold War even a war?
It was called the Cold War, but it wasn't a war. It was just a standoff between East and West, between the Soviet Union and the West. It was a standoff.
Like they
both had the ability to, communism. It was to stop communism, so it was nicknamed the Cold War. They were stood off. They were ready. Both sides were ready to nuke each other, to fight each other.
Fucking day.
But you know what I mean? It just didn't happen. So it was. So if you let me finish, Jamie, it was nicknamed the Cold. It was nicknamed the Cold War. It was. It wasn't actually a war, but it was. It was very nearly close a few times. I mean, the Cuban Missile Crisis. You were in weeks and days of them pressing a button there.
Wasn't the Cold War?
We all nearly went up.
Wasn't the Cold War minutes? Weren't a minute away from nuking each other?
The Cuban Missile Crisis. Yeah.
Am I thinking of a film?
You're thinking of a film.
So yeah, there were minutes.
You only went against an order because.
In fact, I am, but they were going to.
Don't forget, and during that Cold War, that the Americans did lose quite a few warheads, and still haven't found some of them today.
Right. So, can we just not talk about nukes now? Because yeah, but you have a massive one over nukes.
No,
yeah, but but the thing is, I mean, you wanted to talk about it. So what's your problem?
Right.
We've come close a few times to wiping each other out.
It will ever happen because everyone knows, and every single side of both of the sides have both said no. There will be no winners. It is pointless to do it. No one will win. No one will come out on top. And in all fairness, I'm mutated as it is, so this can't get any worse for me. So I'm not sorted. But I have said, and I'm at that conclusion where if it did happen, I'm at peace with it because I know it's going to be quick and I'm not going to have to worry too much about it.
Well, where I live, I'm right next to the River Tees in Stockton. You know where I am. I'm the other side of Middlesbrough.
in the bunker.
I know for a fact that if they drop a nuke here, I won't survive. I'm gone.
Yeah, we're done.
Oh yeah, it's game over.
There's screwed. Because of all the chemical works and that we have over here, which is big, and the nuclear power plant we also have as well. One nuke and kiss Middlesbrough and Stockton goodbye. And I'll be one of the lucky ones. God.
That's not being
would
grass.
Darlow
Shut
go?
up.
Or would that just get the fallout?
What?
We'd get a bad fall.
Darlow would get a blast and get something. It's not that far.
Yeah.
It's only 8 miles down the road. It'll get something. Yeah, it'll get blasted.
We're nothing. That was just now.
There's Jilly now. There's Jilly going in the back garden.
Yeah, and it's just like, just to make sure, right? I know we won't die, but can we build a bunker? No, we can't.
If you want pointers, Jilly, just watch Colin Furs.
It's a battle, I'll show them.
You see what's
Watch this, right? This is how far it's got, honestly.
far it's got. I'm just being safe. Me and my dad have got a plan, you know. I'm not allowed to watch the news anymore.
No, we banned Jilly from watching the news. So Jilly's gone that far, right? We banned her from watching the news. Stop it. We banned her from watching the news. She's not really. Wait there.
First of all, my dad found the plan.
Right, wait there. I'm just getting to that. So she's not allowed to watch the news. She's got a nuclear fallout plan. And she's also went as far as to buy a bastard survival kit.
That looks like a good survival kit, that, like. I mean,
Oh no, you should see how many rations are in this fucking thing.
what's in it?
Break down to get lost campaign.
So we have, right, so what we have, right, is we've got food, water, a light stick, because everyone wants a neon stick. That's going to help
If you're
so
trapped
much.
in
You going to rave?
Follow.
Wait there. A foil blanket. Not tin foil, but foil. And water purification and rations.
What's a foil blanket
And,
going to do?
How can you purify water irradiated? It's got fallout in it.
Exactly.
It's
Stick your
impossible.
blanket up your backside because you don't want it.
Like, camping, and you get lost because you're an idiot.
Google Maps.
If you have this, you will survive for days longer. It's
No,
not
no, no.
just nuclear, it's a
But
survival.
the normal
the effects of nuclear fallout last for years, not
Yeah.
days.
Anyway, so
So after a few days, that's going to be US.
That's
It
useless,
means-
Jamie.
What do you do then?
it's utter shit, isn't it?
Me down.
These bunkers, these nuclear bunkers that are allegedly have been built, have got supplies for years in them. Absolute years. Own generators, their own water purification plants, they're all there. Because the radiated water's going, what's that going to do? It's going to kill you.
Yeah.
You're
Say
dead
that.
anyway.
Actually, I've got
You
a
would not, in my opinion, and this is just my opinion, you would not survive a nuclear war.
No.
So I've got a bone to pick with these people who run these bunkers as museums, right? I get they're all on about energy saving, but stop turning all the machines and lights on to sensors because it keeps fucking scaring the shit out of me. Every time I walked into a room, right, one of them had a load of typewriters and stuff into it, and obviously I've set the sensor off because I come in. One by one, the machines were going off. Then one by one, the light will turn on, and it was when you're underground and that stuff starts happening, you're like, yep, I'm dead. This is it.
No, I would love to go to somewhere like that. I would love to actually see that.
There's one in York.
We went into the simulation room, didn't we? So
Because they're Cold War.
Yeah, it's a Cold War bunker. So we went into a simulation room, right, and it says on the sign, like, certain people can't go in, dogs aren't allowed in, kids aren't allowed in.
Epileptic.
And you go in, right, and it's obviously got a red light. It's just lit up with this big ass red light. And it says press the switch. So all right then. So I pressed the switch and I'm sat there. And then all of a sudden this strobe light goes off and I went to Jilly. So am I dead? I was like, what's just happened? Right. And
What
then
was
it's
strobe light for?
right? You what?
What was the strobe light flashing for?
It's like meant to be like a blast and then all the and then like all the noises kick in, then you hear a blast and I'm sat there. And then it goes, you were 6 miles out from the nuclear attack on Manchester. But me forgetting Jilly's recording a video, I went, yes! Right? Right? No. I said, am I dead? And then when it told us it blasted Manchester, I went, yes! Right? And it says we're 6 miles away apparently, but now you have to stay in the shelter this size for 14 days. And I looked at Jilly, I went, I'd never stay in something this small for 14 days. Not happening. I'd go outside and take the hit. I couldn't stay in there for 2 weeks straight.
Yes, that's why your nuclear survival kit that you have there for a few days is no good.
See?
Well, it is, but only for a few days.
Good try them.
You need to dig a hole in the ground. You need to dig a hole in the ground, cover it over, make yourself safe, and bring in food supplies and your own water, batteries, torches, a radio, stuff like that. And it's got to be there for at least a couple of years. Dehydrated stuff's better. Tinned food's better. Nothing fresh. A radio so you can keep in touch with, because obviously the government will still be running. So you need radios, you need batteries, torches, water. So if you want to survive a nuclear attack, you come and see the old man.
You got a secret nuclear bunker, haven't you, in your back garden?
Yeah.
But if you want to pause
in the shed.
war,
just do what they did on Only Fools and Horses, but the nuclear bunker on top of the flats. Del Boy still on top of Mandela House with nuclear bunker behind him.
So we went there, and then we went to that sick to death thing, and then we went to
Beeston Castle.
Yeah, we went to Beeston Castle. Turns out, don't do it. It's really steep.
I made it to the top though.
And then we went to the wall, the city wall. We went round.
First.
Yeah, we went to the city wall, and then it got boring because it takes you down the racetrack, and I couldn't care less about horses.
What city wall did? What was the city wall on Manchester?
No, in Chester.
Chester.
What?
Chester.
Chester.
Yeah.
I
And
didn't know
then
until he told me.
And then we, and then I went for a walk down the canal and shit myself because there was boats down there, and I totally forgot that.
You did?
I like canals. Is it okay going down a canal?
Oh, I was always down there. One night, every night, I went for a walk down the canal. Right, it's so nice. But then I was okay with one or two boats. Like, it made me feel a bit uneasy because I'm not a fan of boats. But then the third night, it got really sunny, and I went the other way instead of going the way I normally go. And I ended up finding like 15 boats, and I think my heart stopped like at least 7 times because
they're only canal boats. I can understand if they were big, massive ocean liners, but they're only canal boats. I mean, your own boats are about the same size.
No, I'm telling you,
that's just second to make that.
No, stay off the water. We are not fish. I know I want a canoe, but a canoe's different.
We are the only member, right? This is a true fact. We are the only member of the ape family. That's
what?
That swims. I can swim. He's not scared of water. Not afraid of water.
I can swim.
Probably a bloody size with that.
No, it's not
the hairless ape that swims. And for those people on the side here, who, if anybody's watching or comments later on, we're not actually.
We're not actually what?
We're not actually what?
People say that we evolved from apes. We didn't. We have a common ancestor. That's why you see. Well, people say, well, if we evolved from apes, how come we've still got apes? Because we have a common ancestor. We didn't evolve from an ape. We evolved from a common ancestor. The ape tree went one way, and we went the other.
So we've still got a tailbone, haven't we?
And then the ape one split again, and you got monkeys one side and the great apes the other side. But humanity went to Neanderthal, all the other bits and bobs, and became more at the top. So that's why these people, whatever they call them, these religious people, we evolved from apes. No, we didn't. We evolved from a common ancestor.
Get your facts right.
And the apes went the other.
Google it,
bitch.
Yeah, chat shit, get banged, mate. Swear down. Anyway, I know what I'd like to speak about actually.
No.
Why would I want to speak about mermaids? Don't forget going on, because you know how I feel about mythical creatures. Don't get me started. So anyway, don't, no. So, fucking hate aliens.
Remember when I took you alien hunting?
Yeah, you took me alien hunting. I've done nothing but slate people who like aliens. Anyway,
is that Todd Morden?
Yeah, it was. Oh, it was shit.
Such a waste of
the thing is, right? I mean, you're going on about aliens, and I understand them from, but even I know that the cosmos is just way too big for us to be the only life in it.
Yeah, either way,
I'm not saying. I'm saying that UFOs and aliens, blah blah blah, have come here. I'm not saying that. I'm saying is that we're not the only life, as far as I see it, in the entire cosmos. It's just way too big.
Agreed.
Are you happy now? Are you happy now? John's my friend now. John thinks like
No, you've got to think about it, Jamie. You really think about how big is. Let's just take our solar system for a start. Compared to the size of the cosmos, it's less than a fucking nucleus of an atom. Less than that. You couldn't see it. And I'm not saying we've been visited. Yeah, because I've got to see it to believe it. Yeah, that's it. Until I see it, then fair enough. But until it's proved. But the cosmos or the universe, for people who don't know what the fucking cosmos is, it's way, way so big that we can't imagine its size. The size of it is beyond our comprehension. We are not the only living things in it. We can't be.
There's only one way to explain it, isn't there? And that's infinite. Infinite.
Exactly. What you put your hand up for?
Jamie, go on.
I don't see your hairy armpits. Are you shaving your armpits?
No, I just didn't do puberty very well. Honestly, I've done terrible at puberty. Anyway.
Yeah, it's all on your chin.
What I'm right. I'm fine with them saying that there's other living things on planets like, if anyone jumps the gun, I don't know, bacteria or plants or whatever, right? What annoys me is when they think it's some fucking slimy twat with legs and arms going.
No, well, there's. You get me thinking now. We're not the only intelligent life in the size of the cosmos. We can't be.
In my eyes. But that's okay. That's okay that you believe that. That's fine, Dad. I'm just saying, in my eyes, no.
What you disbelieve in is people who say, "Oh, well, we've been visited by UFOs and we've been abducted." I can understand that. I think being abducted, you're an idiot. But as I see it, I'm not going. I don't believe in this shit and that shit. That I've been abducted. I've been probed. Why do they always get probed?
Because they like it.
Right? That's what it is. I was probed. But we're not the only life in the cosmos. Be it from a microbe to intelligent life, there's got to be something else out there.
It's impossible.
So
it's impossible.
And the only thing I'm only going to and please let me get this out, because if I don't, I'll have a stroke. I need to get it out there. If one more person thinks that a UFO means aliens, I'm going to drop kick the mother.
Yes, we know.
Because it just means unidentified. It's literally the first word of the fucking 3 words.
Yes.
I don't think any military is going to let the public know that they're testing something.
And why is it always saucer shaped?
Someone's throwing a frisbee.
No. What they were saying is, for it to be saucer shaped, it must have to fly through an atmosphere from another planet to be saucer shaped. But the Borg one wasn't. It was square. The Borg. I love them people.
Thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen, but we're finished.
About Star Trek. Anyway, right. So now that you've opened your trap, right? So don't do it again, because we're not talking about aliens.
I don't think they're little grey things, with fucking massive black eyes.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Why is it when people either take a photograph of it, it's always out of focus and you can't fucking get it?
It's like people who see them in the future.
They're all bipedal like us, right? But they've got big, massive black eyes and huge heads, and they are grey.
Well done. I hope you're happy.
It's like people who.
Do you know what I mean?
It's like people who think they're from the future. Oh, bro, I've got a picture from fucking 3021 or whatever it is, and it's always guaranteed. It's always blurry.
Yep.
But the video was stuck underwater. And Dad, your mic. I know what he just said. For fuck's sake, this fucking mic's doing my head in.
Right, so before he comes back, right, we're not talking about aliens, because I'll just get wound up. Because you know how I feel about that type of stuff. I'm very passionate.
We can talk about what you want to talk about, but when we want to talk about a subject, you get annoyed, so we can't talk about it.
I'm doing this, right? I'm doing this for the better of everyone else, because we all know if I'm passionate about it, you have not got one.
I am.
No.
Be an actual
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Has Jilly got an alien?
I'm going to beat the living shit out of your ass.
It's like you said, we'll talk. It's not just what you want to talk about, Jamie. The channel is for us all. We could pick a subject. We could change this, that, and the other.
Jilly has a massive thing for conspiracy theories. Right, wait, before everyone jumps. No, wait.
Okay.
Just everyone chill. She doesn't believe them. It just amuses her how stupid some of them are.
Yeah, they are.
Yes,
She doesn't
I
believe
can
them.
agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
She just likes them because of how far-fetched people will go.
Well, it's like, yeah, I agree with it 100%. Conspiracy theorists, yeah, fair enough. It's like these fucking flat earthers.
Oh shit.
The proof is there. The earth isn't flat, so get it out of your fucking head. How many, I can know a few of them that have actually done these experiments and proved themselves wrong.
The cameraman, the one with the camera and the light.
Yes, when he held it above his head.
Yeah.
Now, like I was saying before, when I bought that $10,000 laser. Remember me telling you?
Yeah.
When they bought that $10,000 laser, the laser gyroscope cost him $10,000 to $1,000, and that proved that the Earth rotates 15 degrees every hour.
Yeah.
Proved it, and he did it. He was overheard saying, and was caught on camera. If this gets out, we're screwed.
But it clearly got out.
It got out. Flat earthers, these people who have these flat earth channels and this, that, and the other, are only in it for the money. There's people out there who, unfortunately, are susceptible and they can be coerced into this. No, well, there's no such thing as brainwashing, to be honest. It's a misconception.
All right. You can be easily confused. I do not. Why would you say that?
Okay, we're going to go for a 5-minute break.
No, I'm not finished.
No, we
Because
are.
Jilly's brought something up. Jilly's brought something up that she's got a point.
Well, we can do it when we resume. Write it down so you don't forget. So we're going to go for a break.
Are you going for a smoke?
I'm going to go make a cup of tea. I've run out of tea. Right, be back in 5 minutes.
Back in 5 minutes, peeps.
And then...
Boom. You may continue, we'll laugh.
Ah,
I'm back.
so Jenny wanted to tell everyone about my obsession with joining a cult.
Oh, yeah.
No, right, Dad. Wait. No, because I can. 2 is because
Stop.
I want to see how crazy these...
Stop. Say it again, Jamie. You glitched out.
I wanted to join one just to... I want to see how crazy they actually are. I don't believe in anything. I'm just doing it for the shits and giggles, to be honest with you. I just want to see how mad they actually are. Just go in, like,
Extremely.
record it, secret, right?
What, like Scientology or the Jehovah's Witnesses?
Oh, no.
In York.
Oh, no, that was Edinburgh I tried to join. Yeah, I tried to join Scientology and we didn't let me.
Well, they made the mistake of
These
letting
silly bastards who believe that this alien put other aliens in our volcanoes and fucking killed them all, and suddenly they come out and they're in ours. They're in our fucking spirits and shit. We have to cleanse them. The likes of Tom Cruise in it. His mic's gone off.
No, it wasn't. He was talking.
Fucking cult.
Connie, we were in Chester. We only had like 5 channels or something. And then we did. We did on the mini. And then we put on, and then you'd gone out, so I put on Corrie, and then they've got a cult storyline, haven't they?
Oh, yeah.
Can you
right,
repeat that, Jamie?
Yeah, I'll translate it. So, because I've got a bit of an obsession to see how crazy these twats are, and Jilly finds it like she's okay with it now. And when I did say I'm going to record everything behind the scenes so everyone can see how mad they actually are, right?
Louis Theroux style.
Yeah, Louis Theroux style. Well, I went out to take photos, and Jilly just happened to be flicking through the telly, and for some reason she left Corrie on, even though she doesn't watch soaps. The funny thing is, in Coronation Street at the moment, there's a storyline to do with a cult. She's like, for God.
Is it the same one you want to join?
No, it's not the same one. I don't care which one I join because I don't believe in anything. I just want to see how mental these people actually are.
Extremely.
Yeah, I just
And
want
it
to
can be
see
extremely dangerous as well.
got it covered.
Jonestown, Waco.
Why don't
Need I say more?
Why don't you just become a Mormon?
I nearly at right.
And even worse.
Like, wait.
Mormons, Jehovah's Witnesses, fucking Scientologists. Jesus Christ.
Of Latter-day
Wait,
Saints.
right. I'm that committed, right? Because I'm like, I will find out how mad and stupid these people are.
I don't need to tell them something. You've done on them, so they don't need you.
But I don't want them knocking on my door. I'll go to them. I'll save them the legs. I'll be like, listen, right?
You open the door and say, I'm a Satanist, and close it.
I've told a few of them a few different things, but I can't say on here what I've told them. But like, just leave it at that. And I've got some funny looks. But anyway.
Yeah, leave it at that.
So we were watching a documentary, weren't we? And it was to do with how the Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, you know, the big uns, the big up the Mormons, right?
I think
Actually,
Jehovah's Witnesses.
The polygamists.
Yeah. So we were watching something about it, right? And this is when Jilly panicked because obviously she's watching the same thing I'm watching. Well, because COVID obviously happened, they couldn't go outside knocking on people's doors. So what they did was they turned to social media, and each person has to message at least 50 people a day. Well, obviously the light bulb on my head went straight off. It was great, and I was like, "That's my Wayne. I don't even have to go nowhere. I'll message them." And then she panicked because she was like, "Don't mess with cults." I'm like, "It's fine. I've got it covered." But I was that committed to joining one. At this point, she's not really that phased because at least I'm bringing footage back, and I'm going to record it, and I'm going to show everyone how mad they are. So you can join.
And they're extremely dangerous as well, cults. Very dangerous.
I know.
You can go on any YouTube channel and download and even watch what the Jehovah's Witnesses are like, the Mormons are like, the Scientologists are like. The worst ones are fucking Scientologists, them silly twats Tom Cruise believes in. Very dangerous.
Let me join them. She dragged me out of the church.
I'll tell you what, I'll say this live. You join a cult and I'll disown you.
It's not joining one because I believe in it. I'm joining it just to see what goes on.
I'm being deadly serious. I've watched enough shit about them. Oh yeah, this alien put all these in our volcanoes and killed them all and sulfur and shit. And then their spirits ended up in our bodies, and we have to cleanse. That's what Scientologists believe in. I'm thinking,
But
I can't. I'm thinking, how the fuck do you? How can your brain listen? It's crap.
I don't know.
It's crap. What the fuck you doing? Surely to God there must be some common sense. Someone must go, hang on a minute, what? What aliens fucking? Why? If he was that all powerful, why didn't he just destroy him? It's like when they say, when these people who come on here, these televangelists and shit, how dangerous the devil and that is. This, well, hang on. If God's so powerful, if God is so powerful, why doesn't he destroy him?
They're just thieves, them lot.
Is he a bitch?
Yeah. Good night.
Did I ever tell you the story how I joined the Jedi Order, didn't I?
Oh,
So
yeah.
right, so
You joined the war.
Right, wait there. I'm going to tell you. Right, so this is how. If you tell me that you've got powers and you're almighty is powerful than anything else, this is how far I will go out of my way just to one up you. Right. So, as we know, right, Star Wars is a very big franchise with a very big fan base. Right. We know that.
Yeah.
It got right. The Jedi Order became an official religion. That's how big it got. Right. It's an official religion. It's registered. So, I'm not a Star Wars fan. Don't like it. Honestly, not phased about it in any way, shape, or form.
No.
But there's someone that I know, and we'll leave it at that. Don't worry, it's not Jenny, right? Who is an evangelist, right? And he is adamant. And I mean, this man is to the point where he's been pulled a few times about how extreme he is, because they don't fuck around, evangelists. They're very, very extreme. And he was telling me how he's got
religion is.
he was telling me how he got all these powers and he can't die and the rapture's coming and he can heal everything. Now, he's talking to me thinking I've got this lad hook, line and sinker, but what he hasn't realised is I'm genuinely intrigued of how mad you sound. So, I was telling him that he hasn't got powers and he was like, I have. I was like, you haven't. And he went, and so I went, right, fair enough. To prove you've got powers and I will openly believe you, we'll do a test. He was like, well, what's the test? I went, we'll go in the car park. I'll drive my car at you, and we'll see who comes out worse, right? And he looked at me and realised this is in front of everyone, so now he's being put on the spot, and they fold when they get put on the spot in front of you. And he was like, excuse me. I went, honestly, I'm generally giving you the chance, right? If you believe it that powerfully, it's got to be real. So I'll drive my car here. I mean, I'll only go 30, so you have more of a chance of survival.
Kill him at 30.
Right? And he said to me, this was his response. And when he responded like this, I was like, I've got to outdo him. He said, I don't want to do it. And I started laughing. I was like, what are the odds? And he went, no, it's because I don't want you getting more hurt than me. So I'm pissing myself laughing at him at this point. I'm beyond caring. And I was like, well, you've got the bonnet of the car. I've got an airbag. I know which one I'm taking. Right? And then he's like, no, you can't hurt me. I'm immortal and all that. And I was like, fair dues. And then my brain started going, right, as it does.
Break your fucking nose.
Yeah, so my brain started going. I thought, how can I outdo him? And I thought, I've got an idea. So I've gone on the old internet. And I've found that the Jedi Order is an official religion. And as everyone knows who's seen Star Wars, the Jedis have powers. They have the Force. Jamie, bear in mind, you can't just say that you're in it. You have to like go through don't you? I have to go through an application phase and everything to join you. Right?
You have to use a fucking lightsaber.
Right? So I've gone through this 3-step application. Right? It took me at least nearly 2 weeks. It took me to do. I had to tell them why I was joining. I laid on a great story, didn't I? I was like, I've never felt part of anything, and then the Jedi Order is bigger than life itself. I've played the proper geek card. And then they send you this questionnaire and stuff, and then so you go through. So I went through this phase, and I've still got my Jedi name, and it's the best fucking name.
Yeah, but watch, in 2 weeks your Jedi name has been revoked.
No, so my Jedi name officially is Turtle the Great, right? That's my Jedi. I can send
what
you
would John the Bastard?
Right, I can honestly send you the emails where I've literally spoken to them.
I don't believe this shit.
So I've gone back to it.
How can people believe that it's a fucking religion?
We're there.
It's a film.
Dad.
It's fiction.
Dad, Listen to what he's saying. He's only doing it to
I'm
one up
getting there.
someone.
Right? So I've gone back to work with a massive grin on my face. I'm going, I've got this twat. He ain't getting me. Because now I've seen as it's a personal quest of my own to beat him. To prove that it's nothing.
This is your old job back.
Yeah, right. Sure. So I've gone back to work, and I've on purposely made a beeline for him. Thought, right, stroke his ego, get him hook, line, and sinker. So I've gone in, started asking him to tell me about his religion, and obviously they get all excited with it, right? And he's telling me, and I was like, but there's one problem. And he's like, what's that? I went, I think I'm more powerful than you. And he went, what? I was like, I generally think I'm more powerful. And he's like, no. Because there's nothing more powerful than God. I was like, no, there is. No, there definitely is. And he went, well, I can do this. And I was like, well, I can use the Force. And he's like, what? Like, the Force? And he's going, isn't that? I went, whatever you're thinking is probably right. I could strangle you from the other side of the building without even breaking a sweat. I went, I'm not going to. I was like, but that's just the way it works, mate. And then he's coming back at me with all these facts. And he went, well, my God is worldwide. It's all over. The next line that came out, shut him up. I went, your God may be worldwide, son, but mine's universal. Right? As we know, Star Wars is in space. It's universal. Yeah. And he's looked at me and he's gone, you're lying. I had the certificate to show I was part of the Jedi Order. And I pulled it up. I have never seen someone so devout religion look at me with so much hate, and I'm like, mate, Satan himself is now in you. You hear me that?
It's like Ricky Gervais always says, and I know I keep going back to it. Isn't it strange how you're always born in the right religion? Yeah, and that's a true fact. Yeah. All the other religions are wrong, but the born in is right.
It is, and he still to this day won't look at me because I told him that my and I'm sat there, right? And the people at work were generally, like my old job, were generally happy because they were like, we've been waiting ages for someone to show him up, because he'd sit there and like he'd speak in tongues or he'd preach to people, which you're not allowed to do. Right? I was sat crying, laughing, and they were like, oh, did you actually do it? I went, yeah, when it took me about 2 weeks to join this religion, I had to come up with a name, I got a certificate, just so I could tell him I'm more powerful than you.
Just for the people who are watching, or probably will be watching, I'm an atheist, right? And before you go any further, atheism is not a religion. Yeah, people say atheism's a religion. It isn't. I don't have any form of God. Nothing. No God, no gods, no now. There's over 5,000 of them on this fucking planet.
I don't understand how they can call it a religion.
The only thing, some of them do, some say, hey, you're an atheist, or it's a religion.
But
no, it's not.
We don't believe in anything.
If you want to believe in a deity, in some form of supernatural being, then that's entirely up to you. I have not got a problem with it. Each person is entitled to their beliefs, their religions, their opinions, or whatever. Just please don't give it to me. My belief is there isn't any. There's none. Okay? For 13.5 billion years, maybe 14 billion years, I didn't even exist. There was nothing there. When I die, that's it. I'm gone. End of. There'll be nothing else. The universe will carry on. I won't. And if your God, like I say, your God or gods are so powerful, kill him off. All in one. Satan, Lucifer, whatever you want to call him, Beelzebub, Old Nick, whatever you want to call him. He's got various names, son. Yeah, you can check him up and have a look. Right, if he's so powerful, God should just go. And I've seen it on Supernatural.
Old Nick. You seen
Old Ned? Yeah, he's got various names. Yeah, Mephistopheles or whatever they call him. But
Dad, don't pick on.
Yeah, let me finish. If he's so powerful, doesn't he kill him?
I don't know. It's his son. That's what
if he's the superior, ultimate being that created everything or whatever, get him off. Kill him. Replace him with somebody else, like Jamie.
No, I don't.
You put your arm down. I want to see your hairy armpits.
I know why he's not doing it.
Because he doesn't exist.
No,
what the saying is, right? You either believe in us, or you go to hell. That's the catch.
Thank you.
It's an all-win situation.
In all fairness, I I don't believe in that. I believe, well, you know what we believe in. We do it every weekend, don't we? Really. But at least I think the thing is with ours, when we go out, is we trying to show people we're not doing it just saying it. We're at least trying.
Yeah,
Like,
and I haven't got a problem with that. I've got a problem with certain religions that threaten to kill you if you don't believe in their way. I don't want to. If that's what it is, then I don't want it. I do not want it.
No.
Right.
And I'm being serious. Just leave me alone. But they can't leave you alone. Oh, but we're here to save your soul. Fuck off. Go away. Go save somebody else's. I'm beyond saving.
You can only be nice. You can only tell them to fuck off nicely for so long.
Right.
Yeah.
Anyway, stay away from that conversation. So, speed question.
This is my opinion, Jamie. This is my opinion.
Yeah,
What yous believe in is entirely up to yous. I haven't got a problem. I know yous don't ram it down my throat, and that's all I want from other people. Is just leave me alone. That's it. That's all I'm asking. But yous can't do that. All yous have got to do is fight each other.
I'm just having a random thought. The randomest of thought, man.
What?
What's the fuck? Right, you two should know this, right? And I don't know why I've thought, because it's not my cup of tea. What's the fastest the plane's ever gone?
Mach 2, isn't it?
No, Mach 3.5. I think it was the SR-71.
What's that?
They are saying at times faster the speed of sound, but they are saying that the SR-72, its big brother, can go even faster.
What's the SR-71 like? Well, I know what it looks like.
The Blackbird.
Is that
the Blackbird?
You know the one out of Top Gun?
Yeah, I know what you're on about.
That one.
So was that real?
Yeah.
Hang on, Top Gun.
The new one, Dad.
The new one.
That's the SR. Yeah, no, that one that was in Top Gun, right, is not real. It can't go Mach 10.
No, I know that, but it's based on the SR-71.
Yeah, but it's not a real plane. The fastest plane we've had so far that I can is the SR-71. But they do say the SR-72, which is going to probably be its big brother, will go quicker. And that thing after. Well, to be honest with you, the SR-71 speed is still secret. It's anywhere between 2.5 and 3.5 times faster than the speed of sound.
The speed of sound is like 900 odd mile an hour, isn't it?
That quick, nothing could catch it.
Is it like, is there actually any material that we have on Earth that could withstand Mach 10?
No. Not at the moment.
No.
Not
then why, like...
But don't forget the space shuttle. those insulation tile bloody things they put on them. That they're probably good. But they have a tendency of flying off. They even come off the space shuttle once in a while.
Yeah.
But that was just for re-entry. But I mean, the SR-71 was titanium, and that used to stretch. It used to get dead longer. Leaked like a sieve when it was on the ground.
Yeah.
This is...
But when it got up there and she was moving, everything stretched up and got settled in. Nothing to touch it. I mean, I'll give the Americans a joke that was an airplane.
Still doesn't beat the Concorde.
What else? Over the Concorde. The Concorde was the fastest
Commercial plane.
commercial airliner.
Imagine putting bombs and guns on that though.
She went up Mach 2? Mach 2.2, 2.3?
I'd have a race.
Yeah, she was pretty quick.
I'd have a race, me. With a biplane.
There was only so many fighter planes that could the Concorde, and they'd have to give up. They couldn't keep going supersonic. They had to throttle off, but the Concorde did it all the way.
You're in international. You're in our airspace. Please divert. Make me. I'm taking a shortcut. Leave me alone.
They just tried a few times to get them SR-71s and all failed. Even when they fired missiles at it, the missiles couldn't catch it.
Too fast.
Missiles just turned around going, I'm not doing this. You're not embarrassing me again.
Yeah.
I'm going home.
Fuck that. I'm going home, yeah. I won't be ball back.
What have I told you about firing me in front of everyone at that?
But the U-2 spy plane, they got a couple of those buggers. They got
Imagine that, the Concorde, the plane known for making missiles insecure.
No, the Concorde could have been shot down. It was only like, say, I think it was 2.2 or 2.3, 2.5, something like that. It could, but I know it was twice the speed of sound.
Wasn't it
Some
the crash
missiles.
that ruined it? Wasn't it
Sorry?
the crash that ruined the company? The crash isn't that like that's when it all went
Yeah,
down from there.
yeah. Apparently, it hit a bit of rubble on way in France, where they should have cleaned the bloody thing,
Didn't it pierce away?
and it ripped it hit a tire. The tire blew, and a bit of the tire and shit went into the wing, and it punctured all.
Was
so
that,
the
is
ground
that
did
the one
and
where
sh-
it went straight into the forest?
Yeah.
It was attempting to take off and went straight in the forest.
No, that was another one. I think that was the 7th Max. That was one of them.
A what?
That was one
Sorry.
of the new ones.
A what?
I think it was. I'm not 100%. I might, but I think it was the 737 Supermax that did that. It tried to attempt to take off, and it just kept staying at the same level, ended up in the woods. The Concorde, when it took off, crashed. All its engine was on fire because obviously the
Yeah.
leak
That's what.
set everything alight.
In that, we actually, I think you.
You're thinking of the one at the air show.
No, I'm not.
So we were watching some disasters, weren't we? Some disaster video, and I wasn't paying attention to the telly much. And obviously the Hindenburg disaster came on, and all I said, soon as I seen it, all I went was, "Oh, the humanity!" And Julie went, "What?" And then the man, she went,
Yeah.
"How were you not paying attention? But you knew what it was going to say." I went, "There's not a single person, right, who knows about air disasters doesn't know that saying." I was like,
Yeah.
and I turned around and I
And that was actually live. That was actually filmed live. That. When it was done. That was
like,
yeah. So you actually see the people jumping from it, trying to get away.
I said to Julie, I went, "There's nothing better." I went to show on live telly. I went, than a Zeppelin with 2 really big Nazi badges on it going up in flames. I was like, that's a bit of a given.
Because someone decided they want to smoke a fucking fag on board.
What was it?
No, that's a misconception. You could smoke on board. You had special areas for you to smoke on board.
Okay.
So, what they're saying might have caused it. What might have caused it is the air, the bags that they had the hydrogen in, which was fucking highly still, right? Leaked or had a tendency of leaking, and all it took was a small static discharge, like a small static spark, both went up.
Yeah, that's right.
And it went up quick. It went up fast.
Because they didn't know about helium then. It was unheard of. So they filled them with hydrogen. Highly combustible. I mean, the sun's made of fucking hydrogen. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but if that goes
Exactly.
boom, there's no fallout. Jilly, you don't have to worry about that. If the sun goes boom, there's no fallout from that. It's just gone.
Yeah, Julie. Just to let you know, love. If the sun goes bang, you've got 8 minutes anyway before you feel it.
You're fine.
And around about,
Just to let you know, there's no survival kit that's going to help those burns.
you've got around about 5 million and 8 minutes. 5 million
No,
years
there's-
and 8 minutes.
The sun is a main sequence. Yellow star won't go nova. It's not
Right,
big
go on, you
enough.
can tell him.
No, it'll
You
just
can tell him.
expand.
Mine's just start.
Right, go on, tell him.
So you know when we watch our vampire things?
Yeah.
I know they're not real, but listen. So inevitably, if humans don't end themselves, the end of the earth will be the sun. That's just a fact,
Yeah.
right? I always think like immortal things like vampires, they're gonna die in the sun.
There's no such thing.
Well, they actually did. They actually did a special series. It was never shown. It was shown only once. Or Babylon 5. Right? You usually remember Babylon 5 because that was always. And it was
I do.
they were on board the spaceship Babylon 5, and these were fallen angels that actually possessed someone and went on to Babylon 5. They were fallen angels, and Sheridan had actually found out who they were.
Go on, Dad. He was talking to Jilly.
And Sheridan had actually found out who they were, and was going to send them back to Earth because he knew when the Earth ends. He said, "You're condemned until the Earth ends because you know when the Earth ends, you die." He said that's your hell. It's not the real hell. It's your hell to burn when the sun dies because the sun will obviously come into a red giant, just destroy the Earth. Yeah. And he sent them back.
No, you're not watching that because you'll get paranoid.
I wonder if Mars will survive.
Well, the gas giants will go.
Because I think the scientists turn around and say it'll only expand to Earth and then it'll start.
Yeah, it could move the planets out of orbit. Obviously, Venus and Mercury are bye-bye. Earth could be pushed out of the way, and so could Mars. Because obviously it expands. It'll probably move them, or will get swallowed. But the gas giants, they'll lose all the atmosphere. Just be whatever's left of the core.
Oh,
So,
I'd love to see Jupiter.
What?
That's just gas.
Like I said, our sun's is like I said, what they call a main sequence yellow star. It won't explode. It's not big enough to be nova
No.
to go in.
so
hot
it
as fuck,
actually
though.
won't explode.
No.
No, it'll just die.
I didn't.
It'll,
I didn't know
once it's finished burning its hydrogen, it'll start to burn helium. It'll get brighter and hotter, and it'll expand. Then it'll go from helium to whatever, and then it'll keep working its way down its elements. But once it gets to iron, it's fucked. You can't do the iron. You get no sort of energy from it, so it'll just die, and it'll become a white dwarf or a pulsar. Become a white dwarf, sorry.
Oh. I wanted to become
And
a
you don't want to
pulsar.
be anywhere near one of them.
I truly believe humans will end their own race before that happens.
Yeah, well, I think we will. We'll end ourselves. If anyone's going to kill humans, it'll be us. Fuck.
Oh, what was that saying?
We're gonna make ourselves go extinct. For sure.
No, it's off a film. I said it.
In your nature to destroy yourselves.
What's it off?
Terminator 2.
That's it, yeah.
The day the Earth stood still.
When he's fixing the car, and John Connor says to him, "We're not going to make it, are we?" And he just looks at him, looks at the two kids fighting, and says, "It's within your nature to destroy yourselves."
Which is not wrong.
Yeah, what?
Fucking military muscle man.
Yeah, I'll be the last one standing. I'll be like, told you.
Okay, I think we're finished now.
Right. But there you go. One day, we're either going to create something ourselves to kill us all off, or we'll do it ourselves by pressing the button. Either way, it's a drag.
I'm game.
I'm glad I won't be around to see it.
Anyway, on that note, right, on that note, Michael can end it.
Bye.
Well, that's not the
Right, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Please leave a comment in the bottom because it will be appreciated, and we will get back to you if you leave a comment. And I'd like to say goodbye from me.
Goodbye from me.
Bye.
Goodbye from Mary Armpit.
I haven't got any hairy armpits.
You love
It's
being,
all on your chin.
you love being
I'm
free.
like the poster boy for Venus, honestly.
Venus. Do you know Venus? How deadly Venus is as a
All right.
planet?
Well, I'm on about the
Right.
shavers.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you sometime next week.
Yeah,
Tatty bye
definitely.
for now.
Bye.
Bye.